Hey, 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 hey. Dale, dale, hey. Stop there. Hey, Sunday. Chat, what's good? My dogs, what's good? Happy Wealthy Wednesdays, boys. Hey, y'all thought I was about to bring the vibes? Bro, it's Wednesday, bro. Y'all thought I was about to bring the vibes? You think God blessed me this good to not start my streams with these kind of vibes? Are you kidding me? Bro, I'm blessed abundantly. I got a vibe like it. I got a vibe like it. Hold on, hold on. Let's be real about it. Hey. Hey, chat, what we doing, boys? What we doing, boys? And I still got it. I need $1 billion. Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. Shed love. And I still got it. I need $1 billion. I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around thinking about. Dog, I cooked up today, bro. I cooked up today, bro. I finished building the company's website. This thing is dynamic. I wish I could show you guys. I can't, but I'm gonna explain what I see. Front page, designing tomorrow for Miami. Poof. Case study, our services, portfolio of our work, why people choose us, little cool buttons. We got a markets tab showcasing what markets we selling into. We doing residential, education, retail, municipal, data centers. What else? Services. Blank, 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 blank. Projects. We even got an insights page where we got a blog of thought leadership. That's SEO optimized metadata. Boys! Boys! No one is cooking like how I'm cooking right now. It's crazy! I'm so cracked this season, bro. Bro, okay, I wanted to share something, but I can't. All right, hold on. Bro, okay, I can do this. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a snippet of just like a mini little page. I just want to show you guys. I'm so proud of this. I'm so proud of this. Yeah, tip, I'm about to see the arena. All right, I'm gonna show y'all this. This is all I can show y'all. Hey, hey, that's all I can show y'all. Thought leadership on the page. I made every single one of these. I found the most mission critical, needle moving topics from all the customer types that matter. The tailwinds. I wrote SEO optimized blogs for them. And it's gonna be on the website. It's gonna be on the website. Right? If I'm gonna have a page, oh, they gonna visit it for real. Oh, they gonna learn something for real. Oh, they gonna learn something when they pull up. Hey, bienvenido a cafecito, baby. What's up, boys? Anyway, that's just like literally one part of like the whole thing that I made. And it's like all connected. And when I go to the contact page, it automatically syncs to the ClickUp CRM project management tool. Boys. Smart money moves. Anyway, that's my life. That's my life, boys. How you guys doing? How the heck you guys doing? Oh, snap. Wait, can you guys hear my music? Can you guys hear my music? Oh, snap, because I can't hear it on my end. Can you, if you hear the music, can you hit the like button on YouTube just so I can confirm that you guys hear the music? Let me try to fix this setting. Okay. If you can hear the music, press the like button. You hear it? Can you hear it? Okay, so you press the like button. Y'all just got suckered again. Hey, smash that like button, boys. What we got going on, man? I'm about to be hustling y'all every day to smash that like button. I'm about to be hustling y'all every freaking day. Hey, chat. Oh, snap. Garrett pressed the like button before I was even live? That's how you know Garrett's an OG top dog shred lord. Garrett's an OG top dog shred lord. Oh, you guys want to see also what I made? I made a graphic today. Garrett, you can use this to talk to your friends. Look what else I made. I made this. I'm making a post that goes public tomorrow on LinkedIn. And it's this. I made this. Sheesh. A little graphic. Hey, just a little graphic. I'm about to start using LinkedIn to drive value. Just a little graphic. Just a little graphic, boys. Just to show y'all, when y'all buy a business, there's like actually so much work that goes into it. You gotta like run the business. I tried to give you guys a little bit more insight where I spend time. You will sign on the spot? I am not pressing the like until you provide me value. Fantastic. I will probably put a freaking paywall, superstar, until you pay. Then I'll add value. Okay? How about that? How about that, superstar? You don't get nothing until you pay $10,000 like how I charge the rest of these people. How about that, superstar? Huh? You can't finagle me. You can't finagle me. You can't finagle me, guy. All right? All right, roll call. Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at, boys? Hold on, who's all here? Who's all here? Who's all here? Ooh, Catalona, mi amore. Okay, who's all here? Garrett was here first. W. Garrett. You showed up first, bro. Congrats, man. You showed up first. You came here. Big money moves with VCX. Find out in today's Garrett, you're part of the Garrett's part of the production team. Garrett is just part of the production team. I love it, bro. I love it. I love it. And then of course you got Richard in here. I need $1 billion. I think Richard consecutively post that as his first comment in like every stream this week. Like, I need $1 billion. I love it. I love it. It's like, I think Richard just mentally waits for that point in the day where the song plays and he just feels locked and loaded, ready to go get $1 billion, boys. I think he just like waits for that moment. I got you, twin. I got you. I got you. We got a superstar in here. Superstar was early too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and O'Neal Burns is in here. What up, man? And O'Neal Burns is in here. O'Neal, did let me see. Where's the joint? Oh, I saw your post in there. I posted on the LinkedIn. And bro, hopefully somebody in the Discord, not LinkedIn, Discord. O'Neal, hopefully somebody in Discord is helpful, brother. Hopefully somebody in Discord is helpful for you, brother. And A-Dub's here early too. What up, A-Dub? Hey, A-Dub, what you seeing in the markets, man? Where you been deploying capital, bro? And wait, is A-Dub, are you still in first place? Wait, chat, should we check the stats? Let's check the stats of the game. Who's up right now? Does anybody know? What's the leaderboard? I'm gonna check right now. Checking the leaderboard, homies. Let me see. Why does it make me log in with my email like this? Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Dang, some of y'all dropping like flies. Y'all getting wrecked. Some of y'all getting wrecked. Jeez. Hold on. Okay, for the chat capital competition. Wait, boys, I did not plan this. I did not plan this. Look at the ad we're getting. We just got an ad for the public ticket for private tech, VCX. That's crazy. This should be illegal. Isn't that wild work? Isn't that crazy, dudes? We got an ad for VCX. That's crazy work. Okay. Who's AW, you're still the I need $1 billion guy, right? Let's go to leaderboard. How do I go to leaderboard? Oh, games. Leaderboard of our thing. Okay, okay. Dang, CJ's portfolio has been going down. I ain't gonna hold you up. CJ's portfolio been going down. Dat Bull's up, staying steady. E. Alberto, now your average Florida man. A-Dub low-key's crushing. A-Dub's low-key crushing it. Garrett, Garrett, I think you can catch up. I think you can catch up. I have a feeling that A-Dub's over-levered. A-Dub, are you over-levered, bro? I got a feeling you're over-levered, bro. Wait, Garrett, what's a backlink for SEO? I don't know what a backlink means. Can you teach me? Sebastian, what up, top dog? Still waiting for the Latinas? They're on their way, bro. They're on their way. They are on their way, Sebastian. Check Capital's AM's popping. Heck yeah, of course. Gary, we talking about you forgot about the game. Bro, you need to actively play the game. That's what we made this for. I'm not trading because the market's too crazy for me to deploy right now. I'm waiting for the stuff to plummet. Okay? I'm waiting for the stuff to plummet. And then I'm going heavy. 100K into one name. And I'm not about to tell you what. But I'll tell you a little hint. It has something to do with memory. Low-key, our portfolio is going crazy though, low-key. Wait, the contest is over? I stopped trading the wait, actually? Wait, people are gonna be selling to raise money to pay their taxes? Superstar, actually? Really? That is not a good use of proceeds. Oh, okay, I was about to say. Bro, I thought it was over. Hey, Dave, you don't be taking your words literally. I think you're a genius. I'll be listening to everything you say. Can't be joking around like that, bro. Okay, backlinks are probably the most important aspect of SEO. It's when outside sites link your site on theirs. The more, the better quality. Okay, how does that work? I don't get it though. Gary, how about you explain it again in like layman terms? Wait, Sebastian, I thought the exact same thing, bro. I was like, the only SEO that I know is sponsored by education opportunity. That's all the SEO I know. Wait, Sebastian, did you do SEO undergrad, like the young bull ones? Or you only did you do SEO undergrad or you only do SEO like AIFP? And this is like a group for all like the minorities that want to work in finance, for them to like get trained in like a summer. But then also some are like experienced professionals guys, and they are doing like banking and they want to transition over to private equity. They do like a little like after work cohort thing. Bro, Kenny, we already know what you're gonna buy. SNDK, WDC, and TER. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. First and foremost, if I were gonna buy anything, superstar, it was gonna be Micron, none of those. Then next, I was probably thinking of doing hold on. Songs. There we go. It was gonna be it's gonna be dang it, I forgot my other thing. It was gonna be Micron. If Lumentum pulls back, I'm buying more of that. If AMAT pulls back, I'm buying more of that. I like ASML. How's ASML doing, boys? ASML's solid. It ain't ripping like how I needed to rip. Hey, wait a second. I am a tall white male with a full head of hair. That means my limit is taking over. Dude, we're gonna trust fund. Are you 6'5"? Blue eyes? Who is my CD? What is a CDA? I don't even know what a CDA means. That's how you know how old I am, bro. I don't even know what a CDA is, bro. Oh, you're in college? Hey, you better be spreading our streams and our content to every single finance kid in college and all of your classes, all right? Tell them shredlords to muster up. I spoke to a group of college kids earlier today. I had to speak on a panel for this thing called Leland. And I was speaking to some college kids earlier today. I was getting them warmed up or like fired up about investing in careers in private equity. I'll put them on game, bro. I'll put them on game. I'll show them like how to network and break into private equity and stuff. Everything I told them, I already told you guys. Like everything I told them, I already been told you guys. Oh, I keep forgetting. Yeah, so you're the junior at the purple school. Okay, okay. Wait, superstar, actually? Okay, hold on. Wait, boys, have you vetted this? A-Dub, are you hearing this? What's happening? Didn't we look at Dell before? Who recommended Dell? Didn't somebody recommend Dell to the portfolio? Somebody recommended Dell to the portfolio, right? Hey, A-Dub, Superstar's got some names. I wonder what's been happening with these names. We got to get back to our public market bag, boys. I know what's happening with the AI stuff, but like, okay, what's HPE? Oh, HP Enterprise? Who were Packard? Wait, these are like old computer companies. What the heck? What's happening here? James did? Yeah, okay. Okay, year to date. It's kind of chalk. Over 1 year, 56%. But for Dell, Dell's up 86% year to date. Oh no, in 1 year? What's happening though? Let's check Dell. I think we looked at it before, but let's just do a little refresh, boys. Let's do a little refresh. Let's do a real refresh, my nose. 10K time, 10K time. And then after this, we're gonna dive and we're gonna try to understand as much as we can about this VCX type of situation. You feel me? Because I got no freaking clue. All right. I know just as much as you guys when it comes to VCX. Jack knows more. For some reason, Jack has like he's got a line that's ahead of the rest of the market. For some reason, he knows about the things before it becomes like big things. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. 10K. Oh, that's probably why. Boys, this is probably why. They just released their 10K. What's a DXYX? Wait, what's it? Whoa, 99. What up, top dog? DXYX. Wait, DXYZ. DXYZ. Wait, DXYZ? Why that's such a weird name. XYZ? Destiny Tech 100? What the heck? Okay, hold on. So DXYZ. But I don't get it though. It's like, what do you mean they're the same thing? How come this one ain't popping like that? Okay, wait. Let's first get the goop. What are your thoughts on KL stock, Coca-Cola? Good dividend play. Good dividend play, my guy. I think it's the best in class name. I don't think anybody's gonna come up with a better recipe than Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying, boys? I think it's a cockroach. The only issue is if like the world transitions into like limited sugar consumption. You know? This one seems better structured. DXYZ does or VCX. We got to dive into all these. Okay, so hold on. You got to help me organize. So we got to do VCX. I got to show you guys the tweet that I saw. Okay, so I think I have the answer on Dell. Okay, Superstar, please elaborate. I'm gonna try to get smarter on it and have my own answer, but feel free to bring an answer too. Guys, we're learning together. We're learning the markets are becoming dynamic. Okay, hold on. Okay, we need this. I need to have my tabs ready. So we need to have this, not this. We need to have a DYZ. And I need to show you guys a tweet that I saw. That was crazy work. Let me check Twitter real quick. I gotta hide my screen because sometimes Twitter be all crazy. What y'all get into today? Wait, we didn't do our spam yet, did we? Did we do our spam already? Did we do our spam of like how everyone's day was? I don't think so. Wait, boys. Spam out of 5. Pause. Spam out of 5. How was the day? We are not proceeding with the smart money moves, diving into stocks and businesses, 10Ks, until I get a pulse of how the boys and girls in the chat are doing. All right? Even though we are smart money warriors and shred lords, I want to know if everybody's doing okay, if everybody's healthy, if they're living well, how I can be helpful and support. I just want to see my dogs winning. All right? I want to see my dogs winning. So how is everybody doing out of 5? I'm seeing a bunch of really good numbers. I'm seeing a bunch of really good freaking numbers. These are some good scores, boys. These are some good freaking scores. You know what I'm saying? This is a really, really, really good freaking score. You know what I'm saying? Okay, wait, Sebastian, are you a 3 out of 5 or a 5 out of 5, bro? Only after... Sebastian, keep it in your pants, brother, and focus on the bag. Richard, could you please elaborate for our young bull, Sebastian, the mentality he needs to have, all right? Please, elaborate his mentality he needs to have when it comes to chasing these Latinas, okay? Sebastian, you need to understand, amigo, okay? Escúchame, por favor. Mi amigo, escúchame. Primero, el dinero. Y segundo, es las latinas. Bien? Bien? Richard, did I say that right? Richard, did I say that right? Yes or no? Wait, but how the boys doing? How the boys doing? How the boys doing? There's no time for that. Chase the purpose, not the Hispanic. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all gotta lock in. Hey, bro, I ain't never seen nobody, I ain't never seen nobody that was great. Hold on. What the heck? Here we go. I ain't never seen nobody get off their game that became great by chasing some tail, man. Hey, look, it's gonna, bro. Y'all ain't never seen Scarface? Come on, twin. Y'all ain't never seen The Godfather? Bro, focus on your purpose, dude. You know? I know Sebastian's joking. Sebastian be locked in. He ain't really worried about Latinas like that. And bro, I'm telling you, bro, I'm keeping it a buck. There's baddies everywhere, boys. There's baddies everywhere. Like, honestly. And it's just like, with all the trends, with like healthy diets, active lifestyles, the population of baddies is only increasing. You got non-baddies being converted into baddies because they got healthy lifestyles now. So the TAM is expanding. But you know what's also happening? A lot of dudes are out here being soft and lazy, making dumb moves, putting their whole life savings into crypto, and then freaking making a TikTok about it, trying to flex, you know? The game, it has never been a better and easier time in the world to body the competition, bro. It has never been an easier time in the world to body the competition. So whether you're a student, whether you are working, whether you're looking for a job, whether you are building a family, whether you're buying businesses, whether you own businesses and you're just trying to scale and grow, it has never been an easier time in the entire world, because right now, in terms of dudes, they're full of freaking simps, wussies, and soft little boys that don't want to put in the work. I'm just keeping it a buck. These dudes out here rather watch Kick and look at tits instead of sourcing companies, fixing a resume, going door to door to get new customers. hit the gym in the morning or hit the gym in the afternoon so that they can have a healthy body, or go to church on Sunday so they can feed their souls. Bro, that's soft out here, man. Look, I say it at the end of every stream, take care of the camp. And I'm taking care of my camp. Y'all part of my camp. And what are we saying in camp? Body the competition. It's either y'all supporting us or you're in the way. You know what I'm saying? I keep that a buck, bro. I live by that. I don't care if you're blood. I don't care if you're a long-term friend. If you are not on the mission, if you are not on the mission that is related to my mission, goodbye. F off, respectfully. I got a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's that simple, dude. It's that simple. And then Sebastian for the young bull. Sebastian. When it comes to the ladies, I'll tell you this. Bro. When it comes to the ladies, it is a lot better, bro. It is a lot better to get on your bag, bro. To get your mind right, get your body right, get your spirit right, get your bag right, get your career right, so that you're not lacking absolutely anything when it comes to finding a partner. So many people are out here inadequate in their own individual pursuits, and they seek a partner or some baddies to fill their inadequacies. You know what I'm saying? That's a terrible setup. You start to become dependent. You start to get lazy. You're not crafted yet. You feel me? You're not crafted yet. And what it requires, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck. What it requires is for you to be on such a pursuit of greatness, excellence, growth, that you are just in flow state with life. That like, with or without anyone, you're gonna win in life, period. So that when you meet somebody, they see what kind of speed you're running at. They see what kind of intentionality and focus you're running at, to where they have only one choice, and one choice at all. Add value to your purpose. Add value to your purpose. And for me, personally, it doesn't relate to everybody. For me personally, how a person can add value to my purpose is bringing me closer with my faith to God, because I love Jesus, helping me be a grounded, moral-minded man for my family, encourage me to hustle above and beyond for my businesses and my employees, my portfolio companies, to make amazing content, and to live a healthy, happy life and travel the world, right? I'm working my best to do all that independently. So therefore, someone should know where they can add value and optimize, you know? But I'm not about to sit here and dwell in my imperfections and give up and just sit here and be inadequate individually. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna crush it. All right? So that whoever's on their path, they're running too, bro. All that to say, run 150 miles per hour in your life, with or without somebody. And when you want to meet somebody, make sure they're at least running 100 miles an hour in whatever they're trying to build. You get me? I don't know how we got on that topic. I think we're talking about Latinas. But on that note, thank you so much, WTF, for subscribing to the fam. You know what I'm saying? O'Neal agrees with me. Garrett says, gotta enter monk mode for that money. Then the Latinos will naturally attract when you exit the monk mode. That's true. That's true. Sebastian says he's locked in. He's locked in. Latinas and Asians are your weaknesses, Richard. I get it. Hey, bro. It's like every man's weakness. You know what I'm saying? It's just about discipline. It's really just about discipline, boys. Like, it's hard. It's hard, dude. Why? Because it's like think about like the playing field layout. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got people that are in the scene, in the field, getting the girls, spending the cash, and they're doing none of the disciplined habits that you're doing, right? They're not reading, they're not hustling, they're not sourcing, they're not staying healthy, spiritually well. It's hard. It's really hard. Because like you look at like there's such an easy way out, right? There's such an easy way out. All right. Let me just go for the fast life. Let me just go for the quick life. Let me go for the quick little dopamine. Let me just like, I ain't see a girl in a minute. Let me just go to the club and look at a bunch of girls. Like let me go the quick, easy way out. Nothing good that comes from life arrives fast. Arrives easy. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. The most beautiful things that come in life, your dream family, your ideal memory dividends of adventures, your ideal intellectual pursuits like a career or school or something, your ideal healthy habits, that stuff does not arrive from a quick dopamine hit. Those things arrive after years and decades of compounding and discipline and habits. And oftentimes, what's incredible isn't like hitting those things. What's actually incredible is like the process of your evolution while you're pursuing those things, right? You can have all these grand visions for your life, boys, around, I want to have this much money, I want to have this house on the hills, I want to have this ranch, I want to have this wife, and I want to have 4 kids, and I want to, boom, have TSA global pre-check, right? You could, of course, achieve all those things. But like all that stuff is like when you have it, it's like, all right, what's next? The most incredible thing is the daily habits that you form, the mental that you approach challenges with, the look back at progress every now and then when you're hitting certain milestones. Like that is probably the most exciting thing in life. Easily the most exciting thing in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like falling in love with the process of becoming someone that is independently a beast in all forms of life, arguably I think is one of the most powerful pursuits for man. In my opinion. Not everyone wants to live like this. 99% of other people don't want to live like this. They want to be average. They want to chill. They want the easy way out. They want the quick dopamine. They want something that's just like there, you know? I'd rather die before I have that. I was not put on this earth. I didn't go through what I went through. I'm not hustling like I'm hustling simply for average. So when it comes to me and my life, I don't accept friends that are average. I don't accept family that is average. And I'm damn sure not going to accept a partner or someone that I'm going to marry that's average. You know? So like when I tell you guys protect the camp, you know what I mean? Look after the camp, bro, that's important. Like who you let into your circle, bro, that is critical. You got to limit who has access to you. You got to limit who has the potential to put information or words or influences into your mind. You know? I don't know why you guys got me on this thing. I'm out here getting deep. We're supposed to be talking about freaking index funds. We getting deep. You know why? Because I love it. All right. What are your thoughts? Do you guys agree? Yeah or nay? If you guys agree, smash the like button. Just so I can make sure you guys are responsive and listening. And I'm gonna pull up Dell real quick. I say all that to say, boys, like, don't join my streams if you don't want to be great. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Don't join my streams if you do not want to be great. My bad. I just had to say it. Do not join my streams if you don't want to be great. And that is the exit route for those that are mediocre. You can leave now. It is okay. We will be all right without you. But for those that stay, for those that are here, that been here for 80 days plus, ain't nothing mediocre about what we trying to build here. Ain't nothing average about what we. Hey, there's enough content pages out there in the world for you to absorb some mediocrity and averageness. All right? But if you join in these streams, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to call you out. I'm going to expose you to some incredible smart money moves that have been gatekept by private equity and hedge funds for decades. And I am invested in your well-being, mentally, physically, emotionally, right? Spiritually. Because I want to see all my boys win. All right? I want to see all my boys and girls in the chat win. We all got that dog in us. So you think I'm going to sit here and just let me win? No. I don't want $1 billion. I want everybody to be a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Damn it, Richard. They made me do this. I didn't want to get this freaking lit, this freaking... Bro! Leave the stream if you don't want to be great. We're sinking billions here. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I got on that sprint. Something pissed me off earlier today. It was a little mediocre. And I had to get it out of my system. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Sebastian, hey, Sebastian, bro. When I was in SEO, when I was my first year in SEO, I was a sophomore in college, bro. I was broke as shit. I was poor as heck. My mama was making less than $20,000 a year. We had nothing. We had nothing, bro. And I had nothing but hope, God, and ambition that'll do laps around people these days. And I'm telling you right now, bro, I'm in that same flow state, dude. I'm in that same flow state. I got that hunger back again, bro. So that hunger that you got in SEO, don't let that shit leave, bro. Don't let it leave, bro. I still got that dog in me, bro. I still got that dog in me, dog. People acting like, oh, Snap Kitty, how does it feel to be so accomplished? Boom, I got nothing mentally right now. Like right now, mentally, I don't own anything. I ain't got nothing and I want it all. That's how I'm moving every day. That's how I'm moving every day. I don't care what's in my bank account yesterday. I don't care what my portfolio did yesterday. That's yesterday's. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Say it with me, boys. Yesterday's price is not today's price. The work I put in yesterday, last year, the last decade, that's not gonna make the day for tomorrow. I gotta show up every single day. Day one mentality, seeking $1 billion. Every day. And I don't care what happens in 50 years. I don't care what happens in 100 years. I know exactly what I gotta do today. It's the daily deposits, boy. Superstar. I'm trying to get sent to the gulag. Hey, Garrett, tell him about the gulag. All right. What are we even doing? I think we're like studying something, aren't we? That's my pep rally. That's my pep rally, boys. That's my pep rally, boys. Okay, now, let's get some goop. Let's get some goop. Okay, so 10K for Dell. Let's do some analyzing. Okay, everyone knows what Dell does, right? If you don't know, a 10K, the most important things to read. The most important things to read, boys. You gotta look at business, all right? Page 5, it gives you everything you need to know about that business. And here, wink, wink, every single publicly traded business needs to produce this annual filing. So you theoretically, if you wanted to, can look up and understand the real business model, who their customers are, who their suppliers are, what the key risks are, what's their production process like, where their facilities are, of every single business in the entire publicly traded ecosystem. Okay? So don't tell me you don't have enough information to understand the business model. You get me? Next, risk factors. I love this because businesses need to be incredibly honest. They need to be incredibly honest around what are the headwinds facing their industry. They have to be incredibly honest. You can't put a fake risk in here. You're audited, okay? So you need to put true, tangible risk around what is happening in your business. Next, you need to talk about cybersecurity. You need to talk about legal stuff, all that. But then the next section here, MD&A, page 37, a fantastic resource, a fantastic resource, boys, is super useful to understand management's commentary. Like if you wanted to get a CEO and CFO's perspective around commentary, what's happening with their annual performance, they write a little essay on page 37. And then, of course, we dive into the financial statements. Of course, you got to read the financial statements like the cash flow statement, balance sheet, and income statement. And that's just that. But if you want to get even deeper and understand the incentives of management teams, how they're paid, where their money's at, part 3, all this stuff, right? There's a reason why Warren Buffett doesn't look at CNBC all day. What does Warren Buffett do all day? Warren Buffett literally reads this exact document, a 10K of every business that matters in his circle of competence every single day. And he's been doing that for around 70 plus years. Ever since he could start reading about publicly traded businesses, he reads this stuff every single day. Every single day. Oh, yeah, it is. Cartoon Network. It absolutely is, right? So this is why I encourage you all, go straight to the source. What's happening with VCX? Oh, who freaking cares? Go to their 10K, all right? What's happening with Dell? Oh, the chart says this. Go to the actual fundamentals. You will see exactly what's happening with Dell. You get me? So focus on that. Focus on that. Superstar, that is strike 3. Should we ban him or should we send him to the gulag? We don't disrespect Warren Buffett in this chat. Sorry, mate. Putting you in timeout. Or do you want to get permanent ban? What should we do? I'll let you guys decide. What should we do, chat? What should we do? Should we send him to the gulag? Gulag? Ooh. Timeout? Gulag? All right. Is gulag timeout? Okay. Superstar, you have great ideas. You have incredible perspectives on stocks, but we don't disrespect people that have put the entire industry on the map and inspired my entire life. So Warren Buffett is like freaking Kobe to me. And I know he's older and I know he's reaching the end of his potential life, but that would be one of the biggest heartbreaks in my entire world if he passed away. And while you might have thought that joke was funny, I did not find it funny. So I'm putting you in timeout, sir, for 30 minutes. Gulag, sit. Oh, permanent? All right. Boom. Boom. Okay, moving on, boys. Next. So Dell. So we see Dell here. And so they reported it 2 weeks ago. Okay? So they reported it 2 weeks ago. We got to dive into like what's tangibly happening here. Okay? Let's go. My thought is that something around the server play and the hardware play is becoming incredibly like important. Here's my narrative with it, boys. Here's my narrative. My narrative is I think businesses globally, enterprise customers globally need to invest in the hardware layer of their entire tech stack. They need to upgrade it in order to get the minimum required equipment spec to enable their workforce to participate in the AI innovations. You get me on that? I think the thesis is here. I think what is happening in the world of AI, is requiring so many businesses that have teams all over the place to accelerate their refresh cycles for equipment. Why? Simply because all of the software tools that they are trying to download and use, not even AI-enabled software tools. I mean like simple software tools that run businesses are at their level hyper-focused on expansion, on AI enablement, on automations, and all of that is requiring more processing power. Case in point, a business that did design and architecture 30 years ago bought their first license for AutoCAD. And AutoCAD required a certain type of GPU spec and a certain amount of memory / RAM and a certain type of like processing power and a certain type of like physical hardware, right? It needed all those components 30 years ago. Now today, parent company of AutoCAD has adopted all of these innovations, these technologies, these super freaking cool like AI tools, to where now that same piece of equipment 30 years ago, no shot at all can it run the Adobe required or AutoCAD required for today. And that's just like a 30-year spread. But I'm telling you now, the devices last year can't even keep up with the software needs of the devices this year. You get me? So I think what's happening in the world of AI, of innovation, of agents, is forcing so many enterprise clients to rethink their entire refresh cycle, so that they have to get Dell's latest computers if they want to have even a functioning Outlook or a functioning AutoCAD or a functioning Adobe. Why? Because those software layers have all these freaking native AI tools to where it's like they don't give you a simple version that will fix and work on your old device anymore. What do you guys think about that thesis? That's my preliminary thinking. That's my preliminary thinking with pattern recognition, and that's what I think. And I'll give you guys a tangible case study. When I visited the business in Florida last week, and I shout out the employees, the most common pain point that they were telling me is that my computer keeps shutting down. Like, that's a clear case study. Like, they were telling me, my computer keeps shutting down. I lose hours of work. I don't have enough space or storage or capacity in like this existing computer. And it was Dell, by the way. And I was like, they were like, I think we need like new computers. And I'm like, oh, shoot. The good thing is I signed up for the Amex Platinum card. That gives me a Dell credit. You know, I do get a Dell credit. Oh, wait, Sebastian, that's a really good point. Warren is the king of the Holdco. Warren is the king of the Holdco. So that's how we're rocking and rolling. Does that make sense though, guys? Like, that's my thought. That's my thought and thesis. But what do you guys think? Some of you guys are more like tech focused and more like, you know, techies than me. It's accelerated AI exploration. Wait, explain that simply. What's my thoughts on Finacious YouTube channel? You know what's funny, you guys? I don't watch finance YouTube. I'm a finance YouTuber, but I actually don't watch finance YouTube. So I don't even know who that is. The people that I watch on YouTube, I only watch Field Days, Doobie-Dobop, and Ryan Trahan. Wait, okay, Woe 99. That's a really good point. So why do you think DeepSeek is gonna explode? Like, I haven't heard the name DeepSeek in a minute. AI has been popping off like crazy. I've been hearing OpenClaw, and I've been hearing about Claude and Anthropic, of course. But I ain't heard DeepSeek in a minute. Like, what's happening with DeepSeek? I haven't heard DeepSeek in a minute. Oh, DeepSeek has less processing power? But isn't that just like training your AI tools to just like train itself to be more efficient? Wait, someone said that. Wait, was that you that said that in the chat yesterday, Sebastian, about Blackstone and Claude? Oh, here it is. Here it is. Besides all these ads. Okay, Anthropic is in talks with Blackstone and Hellman and Friedman to launch AI joint venture. Ooh. Are analysts shocked? San Francisco-based artificial intelligence company. Okay, hold on. I gotta read. Microsoft would load up the operating system with unnecessary stuff, causing lag and forcing people to buy new systems. This AI integration is sort of like that, but it's actually has AI utility. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I agree with that. Okay, so Anthropic, the San Francisco-based artificial intelligence company behind the Claude family of models, is in discussion with a group of private equity firms, including Blackstone and Hellman and Friedman, to form an AI-focused joint venture. The proposed partnership would focus on selling Anthropic's technology to companies owned or backed by the investment firms. Okay, so it's like distributing it to portcos. Okay. With the structure modeled on Palantir's blend of software deployment and consulting services. Oh, wait, and Palantir. Wait, where's Palantir? Wait, huh? Is this a typo? Why did it say Palantir? I think it's a typo. Okay. The talks represent a significant strategic move for Anthropic, which has been building an enterprise sales machine at a time when corporate demand for large language models is growing sharply. Good. Yeah, that makes no sense, right? Woe 99? He really is. I don't know if you guys know this. Steve Schwarzman has been talking about AI since I was at Blackstone. And I was at Blackstone like a long time ago. Not a long time ago, but like a bunch of years ago. You know? He had like a whole he had like a Steve Schwarzman formed an AI like think tank cohort like 10 plus years ago. Like he's been well ahead of this trend here. You know what I mean? He's been well ahead of this trend. So Zoom benefits from Palantir now? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess it wasn't a typo. So the talks represent a significant strategic move for Anthropic, which has been building out the enterprise sales team. Boom. The proposed venture would, if finalized, give Anthropic a structured distribution channel into thousands of portfolio companies managed by some of the world's largest private equity firms. That makes sense. To make all their portfolio companies just like run on AI, and then what they're gonna do is send like a Claude expert to go into the portfolio companies, understand their workflow, and then suggest and recommend models based on their workflow. That's what I would recommend. Yeah, Blackstone's been light years ahead of everybody on this stuff. Light years ahead of people. Okay, so the prospective joint venture would draw on a commercial playbook established by Palantir, which pairs software licensing with hands-on consulting services to help organizations integrate technology into day-to-day operations. Oh, Zoom has a stake in Anthropic? Ooh, wait, I didn't know that. Okay, let me finish reading this, and then we're gonna look at Zoom stocks. Zoom. Wait, it's still private or public? Okay, we're gonna check that out. All right, lock in, boys, lock in. Because this is important, because we might need to have a Palantir style model with freaking what's the thing called? Claude to roll out with Dreamline Holdings and make sure all my portfolio companies are having like AI enablement. I think I can do it myself. Like I already have Claude Pro. The thing is like I want to do it in phases. Like I'm transitioning this business from having and managing their jobs in a physical workbook, like a physical binder for their jobs. I'm trying to get them from that to like a project management tool to start using AI to help with their emails and help with like quick questions and answering. Like I don't want to like spook them and be like, all right, boom, now your entire day is pivoted to AI and I need you to go focus on something else. So you got to roll this stuff out in phases. Cause like while the world that we are in, like finance, technology, like we're here. The rest of the world is like still very much back here in terms of like tech adoption, guys. So the rollout will be great for like funds like Hellman and Friedman because like they're great. They're great software private equity buyout investors. And Blackstone's great because they have like a huge software portfolio. But it's like some of the other industrial, manufacturing, logistics, and like other boring niche businesses, that stuff's going to take time. That stuff's going to take a lot of time to roll out, you know? A two-tiered economy? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. And I pray and hope that everyone in here is in tier one and hope that all the companies that I invest in my portfolio companies and their employees, I'm trying to get them as tier one as well. It's like part of my job is just, I'm not forcing tech down their throats. I just want to expose them to what can make their lives easier so that they can spend time working on things that they actually have passion in and that they're excited about. I don't think anybody that's working right now that's talented in a skill should be spending time in any admin or email or like data crunching. I don't think they should spend any time on a role like that. Not at all, unless they're doing it for a specific paycheck, right? But if you have a particular skill or a passion, like allocate that into like the field that you can do it in. Okay, keep reading. So, under similar arrangement, Anthropic and its PE partners would provide advisory and implementation support to portfolio companies adopt Claude across functions ranging from financial analysis to software engineering and customer operations. Okay. The model carries appeal for both sides. Private equity firms would gain a systematic way to accelerate AI adoption across their holdings, potentially improving operational performance and valuations. Theoretically. For Anthropic, the arrangement would provide a predictable revenue channel and a rapidly scalable path to enterprise adoption beyond direct sales. Good. The discussions also reflect a broader shift in how institutional investors are engaging with AI. Rather than simply holding equity stakes in foundational model companies, like firms like Blackstone are exploring ways to extract operational leverage from those investments by deploying the underlying tech across their portfolio. This is a great article, by the way. This is a really great article. Blackstone's deepening commitment. Guys, and by the way, this is not an ad for Blackstone, but I have the utmost respect for Blackstone. Like, I started my career there. I built lifelong friends there, lifelong mentors there. I got nothing but respect for that firm. And I am just like so proud of like what they are doing in the world of like alternatives. It's just like so cool. Like, it's so freaking cool. This is my dream job when I was a kid. When I was a kid, this is my dream job. And like seeing how this firm runs and operates, it's just like, I got so much respect for like what they're doing and the leadership there. It's dope. It's dope. It is dope. Okay, so Blackstone's involvement in the JV talk follows a series of significant financial commitments to Anthropic. They expanded their stake in Anthropic by approximately $1 billion. Dang! As part of a funding round. Okay, that round has already more than doubled. Okay. Okay. Fundraising. Okay. Next. Anthropic subsequently closed a $30 billion Series G. Series G, dang. Led by D.E. Shaw, Founders Fund, Iconic, and MGX. And Microsoft and NVIDIA. Okay. And the Series G announcement, the Krishna Rao. We are seeing exponential growth in demand across our entire customer base. All right. Pentagon dispute. All right, we don't care about that. Next. Signals partial reversal. Okay. Pivotal month for EI Enterprise. Okay, they're just juicing the article now. We get the gist. You roll it out into the portfolio company. Ball out like crazy. Ball out then. Okay, so wait. 199. Zoom has a stake in Anthropic. But yet the stock hasn't moved. You sure? Is there a LATAM team at Blackstone? I'm trying to see if I can differentiate yourself in private equity, of course. There isn't a particular like LATAM focused team. I know in real estate, they have people that are in LATAM doing real estate, but they had a partnership back in the day. I don't know if they have a partnership with them still, but they had a partnership with Patria Investimentos. Yeah. Back in 2010. Dang. That's a while back. So Patria Investimentos. And Patria Investimentos is one of the largest private equity firms that mainly does industrial and infrastructure investments based in Brazil. So Patria is like a really good, really cool firm if you're ever interested in LATAM stuff. And I don't know too much about other like good flagship funds that have LATAM teams. I'm trying to think which one had a... Yeah, I can't think of like the specific ones, but one of my friends is a founder and based in Mexico, and he raised money from like a great VC or growth equity and private equity firm that specializes in LATAM. So if you're interested, I can ask him. I should probably get him on stream, but I wonder how his business is doing. It was kind of like enterprise ed tech focus. I hope it's doing well. Okay, so it sold off because they labeled Anthropic as a supply chain risk, which I know happened, or did it sell off because they labeled Zoom as a supply chain risk? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what's happening in the mix, boys. Is Zoom's deeper AI fraud detection push with pin drop altering the investment case? What the heck? These articles suck. Simple Wall Street. What's happening with Zoom? Let's go to Zoom. Let's go to Zoom's 10K. Like, why am I reading the stock when I can read the... Hey, chat, why am I reading the stock when I can just read that 10K, boys? Why am I reading the stock when I can pull up that 10K, man? Let's ride, dude. Let's freaking ride, man. Put me in the mix. What they talking about? What the hell they talking about? I'm out here reading all this nonsense, man. I can open up that 10K, baby. Sheets. Okay, wait. Is what's the name out of timeout yet? Superstar? I think I permanently banned him, actually. I think I pressed the wrong button. Anyways, it's been a lot calmer without him. Love you. Nobody talks about Buffett. Nobody talks about Buffett. I bet my whole life on Buffett's philosophy. You ain't gonna come here and disrespect my mentor. I don't know what he thought this was. We got a zero tolerance policy. When was this, Sebastian? Because I don't really know other than them having a stake in it. Oh, let's see. Okay, so they did talk about Anthropic. So in 2026, we continue to invest in AI, supporting individual productivity, powering better collaborations, and helping customer-facing teams deliver meaningful business value to delight their customers. They launched Zoom AI, which allows us to okay. For partners like Anthropic. Okay, they don't talk about the equity investments in the 10K though. But what we can do is we can go here and go to their financials and check out their cash and cash equivalents and short-term investments. Usually, or marketable securities. Usually those are like their JVs. So financial statements for the boys. Financial statements for the boys. Okay, shrinking cash balance. I don't like that. Marketable securities. Usually this is where like the stuff would sit. Oh, strategic investments. Here it is. So strategic investments, odds are these are the growth equity investments into Anthropic. This is expanding. So that's good to see. So the strategic investments have 3x. That's good to see. That's good to see, boys. How much debt are they sitting on for the business though? I don't think they have any debt. No, no debt. All right, let's go to revenue. Let's see how profitable they are. Okay, about 5 billion. Hargo Ben, what's up, top dog? What are you doing on Twitch? You moved over. Y'all be bouncing between Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so they're sitting around like 30-40% margins. 30-40% margins. Their gains on the strategic investments are going crazy. But I don't know if they sold it. Like, unless they're selling and liquidating some strategic investments. But overall revenue, literally not doing anything. Ideally, well, also the question is, who doesn't have Zoom already? From an enterprise perspective. Like, who doesn't have Zoom already? So while it's like, let's take a step back, boys. While it's cool to look at like a business like this that has like a small slither and like a private company and all that, that's exciting. It's just growth equity investments, right? The tricky part though, boys, is trying to get a gist of like who, like what's the incremental TAM left? Like what's the incremental like underwritten case? Expand into new seats and licenses that don't already exist. Well, Zoom seems tapped out. Like everybody's got Zoom. I got Zoom. Everybody got Zoom. I think. I could be wrong. But you can pay to do a survey and like find that data out. That's how you would in private equity. Like figure out that data, just like pay to see who all has that. The next thing is to think through like, what's then the next solution? Price increases? And if it's like price increases, what's the willingness for a consumer to pay? And why would they pay for that service? Right? If I'm already paying $30 a month for Google, like I'm already paying $30 a month for Google, and it has Google Meet, and it already records my meeting stuff, and it can already sync that to my emails and all that. Why in the world would I pay another $50 for Zoom that isn't integrated across the rest of my tech stack? Right? So if your growth story and your TAM is tapped out from a quantity perspective and you have to then rely on the pricing increase, you gotta have a good enough competitive moat to justify the price increase. And from my perspective, I don't think Zoom has a good enough moat to justify banking the next 10 years of their business growth on pricing. That's just me. Send it to the gulag. Send it to the gulag. You know? Dang, we're cooking today, boys. We're low-key cooking today. All right. What else? Maybe it's the cafecito. I did have matcha today, though. I did have matcha. So that's probably why I'm kind of cracked right now. Do you guys drink caffeine? You know what the office started to do? They started to make me Cuban coffee. So whenever I go to Miami and I visit them, they make me like Cuban coffee. That gets me going crazy. Jack, what up, Top Dog Shred Lord? How you doing, Jack? Happy Wednesday, man. Yeah, Cuban coffee is crack, boys. I'd be like, wait, I've heard about that. Isn't that what Messi drinks? Is that what Messi drinks? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'm walking them through how Zoom is such a dumb company. Trust me, Jack, I'm a smart investor. I'm not talking about this as a bull case. I'm just showcasing why it's a dumb company. I'm just saying why it's a dumb company, bro. Jack comes in here and keeps us all in check, all right? When Jack enters the room, we better be on smart money moves, all right? Don't worry, boss. We articulated the bear case on freaking Zoom, okay? Okay, Garrett, you don't drink coffee? Wait, V-Raj, you drink coffee? Wait, what city do you love, Sebastian? Wait, Dropbox is also public? Why are these all public still? I think they need to all consolidate. What do you drink now, Viraj? Oh, they're giving away charitable donation of public stock. $20 million. To who? What the heck? Who are you giving $20 million away to? Your stock's down literally freaking 80%. What are they doing? Okay, so is it yerba mate or yerba mate? Your employer still uses Zoom for some reason? It's sticky? Zoom might be attractive after a 50% drop. I mean, yeah, because eventually you get to a point where like the business is valued at like having half the existing customer base. You know, and like a 2% marginal software increase in pricing, or if they acquire something that actually has utility, can make the stock jump 20% in a year. You know, I'm just talking about like long-term advantage. Like long-term moat is tricky. Like long-term moat is very, very tricky. I'm giving you the Miami vibes. I'm glad it's working. I'm glad it's working, man. That's what we're here for. We're here for the Miami life. Some of the OGs remember when I only had 3 songs. I've expanded my repertoire. We used to only have 3 songs. We had to rotate it. Dropbox and public, and Boxy and Dropbox are both public. What was your takeaway on VCX? We haven't dove into it yet. Jack still has a little bit of degenerate in him, buying businesses with no moats, all because they're deep value. And they have crazy freaking cheap book value or good book values versus the market value. Come on, Jack. Only buy things with moats, bro. All because gasoline is down 99% and they're marketing it as water. I'm not about to sit here and freaking buy it. Oh, yeah. That's the MicroStrategy. That's crazy. Come on, Jack. That's a great way to explain your strategy, though. Okay, so we need to dive into VCX fundraise. Let's see their deck. Usually they have a deck. Let's get a performance from them. Oh, wait,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, should we watch this? Someone has to be the bottom feeder. That's funny. Okay, let's watch a little bit of this.
Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the...
I was working in real estate. I had a big capital partners, and the world just...
Hold on, Jack, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
It's hard for people who weren't really there to appreciate where, you know, all of a sudden people were like, is my money in the bank just gonna disappear? Like literally every bank was on the verge of going bankrupt. The biggest banks in the world, the bigger you were, the more risky you were actually. Like I had a partner who had almost $500 billion in assets, and they went bankrupt. Like I was the big guy all of a sudden. I mean, it just totally turned my thinking upside down. And I came out of the experience very skeptical of financial system, institutions. Just because you're big doesn't mean you're smart or safe or honest. And so I started to imagine, like, could we build a better way? Is there another way to go about, like, giving people real assets to own? Like, could people have something that's just outside the system? There's actually kind of a very similar ethos as what happened with crypto, where people wanted something that was, like, not part of the system, and we just did it with real assets. And so it started us on a journey where I went out and talked to 11 law firms. Like, is there a way to democratize investing?
Hey, Chad, what y'all eat for dinner today?
Things, real estate, real assets. And I finally got an introduction to the biggest law firm
Hey, 199, thanks for looking out,
in New York, in the top.
What is he talking about? I've gone for 1 minute. What is he talking about? Is he talking about anything important? Is he just yapping? Okay. Talk about your portfolio.
Years. So there's not just one company. Everybody says, like, right, in people's public. That I think makes sense in theory from the growth of America, from the stock market. Vanguard, famously, right? And that's...
Bro, just literally say, I want to provide access to private businesses to retail investors. You don't need 45 minutes to freaking explain that, dude. JK, probably a great person. Now, moving on. Literature. Let's see. I want to see the 2026 semi-annual report. Yep. And then I also want to see... What else do I want to see, boys? Okay, here we go. All right, we ready to cook up? Let's learn something. Fund Rise Tech Fund. What is happening with the Fund Rise Tech Fund boys? All right. Okay, wait. For the first 6 months ending September 30th, 2025, I think that's old. Is there an older? Is it a better one? Is there a better perspective? Let's see here. Oh, March. I guess that's the latest one they have. No. What's the latest one? In the prospectus? Pull the market cap too. Okay, this one is as of February 2023. That's good. Okay. Ooh, this is like the 10K. All right. But checking out their annual report, semi-annual report. Let's try to figure out what they do. And if you guys don't know what Fundrise is a business that started a very long time ago to give access to retail investors, everyday people that are qualified and have the capital to invest in private real estate deals. That's why their logo is like this. Like the nature, their background is investing in real estate, private stuff, but allowing folks to crowdsource and pool their capital. You get me? So now they've pivoted their strategy, of course, just like everyone else in the entire world, to double click and double down into what's happening in the private growth equity, AI-oriented businesses like OpenAI, Anthropic, all the other ones, you name it. They're trying to get access to those. Now, how do they do that? What they do is they raise a series or one or few SPVs, aka a fund, and you raise capital from retail investors. You close it after a certain period. That capital then goes to the capital stack and capital table of Anthropic or OpenAI, and they're invested at a particular round at a particular valuation. Okay? Because private companies that are growth equity oriented are raising capital every other month, every other year, and they allow for private investors, usually large venture capital funds and growth equity funds, to invest into their round. So you'll say, Anthropic raised a $1 billion Series G led by Sequoia with participation from Blackstone and Base 10, right? But then you'll see that all the other smaller investors, one of them is probably Fundrise, okay? So let's try to get a sense of like what is happening here. And I love this report because it breaks down like all of the details around this particular thing. And I'm telling you now, if any of you shredlords are buying this stock simply because of the 1,500% rip and you haven't read this perspective or looked at these charts yet, you're chalked. You're chalked, okay? Anyway, let's see what they're focused on in terms of asset allocation. 34% of their business or businesses that they're invested in are focused on AI. 34%. That's crazy. Next, 28% is data infrastructure. Okay, that's a lot. Then you have technology, fixed income, short-term investments, vertical, horizontal software, some gaming, some fintech. Dang, fintech's getting chalked right now. It used to be the number one thing back in the day. Now it's chalked. All right, but if you look at this data infrastructure thing, odds are a lot of these even are AI oriented. So my bet is like truly 40% plus of the entire portfolio is banking on AI. 40% plus of the portfolio is banking on AI. But here we have it here. This is the value of their investments as of September 30, 2025. Let's see what the value of their assets are. Or chat, is there anyone that has a larger, a more recent one? Is there anyone that has a more recent one, guys? Jack, do you know? December 31st, 2025 quarterly port holdings. Where do I find that? Is that here? Oh, here we go. Okay, good. All right, so here is the largest holdings. All right, can you guys see? Okay, so thank you, Jack. Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it, dog. Hey, everybody say W Jack in the chat. Jack is our investing genius. I appreciate you, man. But so the current holdings as of December 31st, 2025, their entire fund looks like it's like almost all AI, right? Okay, but let's lock in. Databricks. Databricks is 22% of their portfolio. OpenAI, aka ChatGPT, is 12%. Anthropic is 11.5%. Ramp is 6.3%. Ramp is that fintech business, right? And then Epic Games, that's the video game one. They just raised a large private debt round, by the way. A really, really, really large private debt round. And then Flock. What is DBT Labs? Does anybody know what DBT Labs is? I have no clue what DBT Labs is. And then Anduril, which is that defense company, Service Titan, which is a cool software company for HVAC companies and other service businesses. I like that business a lot. And then Switch Data Centers, which I think has exposure to the AI thesis also. Okay? But here also is their SOI, or their schedule of investments, and this articulates literally every single investment that they have and the round that they invested in, or I think the latest round. So all of the artificial intelligence businesses, Databricks is also an AI company. I didn't know that. What does Databricks do? Databricks, they offer a unified platform for data analytics and AI, build better AI with a data-centric approach. Okay. How do I simplify what they do? Does anyone have like a very clear like understanding? They are a cloud-based data lakehouse platform used to unify data engineering, SQL analytics, data science, and machine learning into a single workspace. It allows organizations to process vast amounts of data, build AI models, run real-time analytics, and manage data governance using tools like Apache Spark and Delta Lake. My question is, how does this relate to like Datadog or like, I don't know, like all these other big data companies? So many questions, so little time. So many questions and so little time. All right. But as you can see, they got into the Series C for Anthropic. They have common stock in Databricks, convertible notes in OpenAI. Let's see. Gumloop. That's a funny one. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's like Handshake. Series C, Handshake. As you can see, there's multiple rounds for some of these. Anduril, they got into their Series E. So it seemed, they got into the Series F. So they were able to get into the Series F for Anthropic. Now it's a convertible preferred. Interesting. Now the data infrastructure, this is the DBT Labs. In fintech, most of it is Stripe, or most of it is Ramp. And then the gaming, Canva, Loyal Animal Health, property tech, Inspectify, Rhino, and Inspectify. These are all interesting businesses. They have a Theory Venture Fund, Service Titan. That's a good business. And then they have like venture debt that they've loaned to certain companies, and them. And as you can see, as of 12/31, right? And this is what I want you guys to pay close attention to. As of 12/31, the net asset value of their private holdings, where they think their latest valuation of the private companies that they invested in their growth equity rounds, they think the total value right now is $437 million. Okay? Out of all of their growth equity investments, is 437 million. Is it million or billion? What's the unit that they show all this stuff at? Unit is in thousands. Okay, yes, $437 million is what they have on paper valuing their businesses at. Okay? Now, I want you to compare this number to a very, very, very special number. And that is the true market cap of the Fundrise Venture Tech Fund holdings. Because there's two valuations that matter here, boys. There's two valuations. I want you guys to focus on me. Two valuations here that matter. Okay? We got way too many things here. Let's do two valuations that matter here, okay? There's one valuation that is the valuation of the underlying net asset value, meaning this is the value of the tangible businesses that the firm has done their private valuations for to see what the latest mark is. And oftentimes, private valuations for growth equity companies are just marked at the latest round valuation that they have as of 12/31/35. So one side is the true NAV of the underlying companies that they invested in. The other side of the narrative is that since this is a publicly traded, kind of like an ETF to get access into tech growth companies, it has its own valuation based on what the market values it as. And as you know, the market is an entirely different beast that can be rational or completely irrational, okay? So let's try to see together, chat, what does the market value VCX, whatever that's called, today, even though the underlying portfolio is worth 437 million, okay? Let's check and see. What's the best way for me to see this? Let's go here. VCX, Fundrise Tech Growth Fund. And look, it's even up freaking 21% today. It's up 21% today. And after hours, it's up 9% after hours. Okay? Okay, but wait, how can I... It doesn't give me a market cap. Jack, how do we see the market cap? It's like hiding the intraday market cap. Why is it doing that? Let's see. Let's do VCX Tech Growth Fund Market Cap. Let's go with it this way. Sure. CNN has a tech fund? The heck? Let's see what their tech fund is. Okay. Well, we found it. The market cap for VCX. Oh, wait, I can't even see it. Sorry, boys. All right. So let's look at what the market cap is of Fundrise Innovation Fund, the tech focused fund. They're literally up 21% today. And after hours, 9%. That's how you know Twitter is popping off with this thing, okay? That's how you know Twitter is popping off. Let's look at where the market cap is today. And the market cap of this particular thing, this collection of venture capital investments, aka these, right? These venture capital investments, today, it's trading at a market cap, boys, at a market cap of $8.93 billion. $8.93 billion for something that is worth $437 million. Now, is that crazy or is that crazy? Is that a disconnect or is that a disconnect? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Mr. Tomcat, are you invested in this? Oh my goodness. Mr. Tomcat, be extremely careful as you navigate this, bro. Be extremely careful as you navigate this, okay? Be very responsible, sir. I want you to be extremely responsible with this. Kenny Finance has no position in this. This is for educational purposes, and I'm learning as you guys are learning. I think these are cool businesses. I think this is like really cool businesses, but all I will say is this is absolutely insane. But now let's try to see what the actual market cap is. Like if we see the actual market cap, there should be something that says shares outstanding. And I think the best way we can do that is to go maybe to the prospectus. And we can see how many shares they have. Shares. How many shares do they have? Shares outstanding. How many shares outstanding do they have? Do they even have like a 10K? Do they announce like a 10K or something? Let's see what they got. Annual filing. That has to be like a, I think there's like a S1. Subscription agreement. Tender offer. Okay. VCX. Fundrise. S1. Like this stuff is so tricky. They don't have this stuff clean and organized. You know what I'm saying? S1 filing. Like, did it do an IPO like a normal thing? Probably not. You know? Probably not. Probably freaking not. IPO. Okay. Anyway, all I know is that valuation is little. It's the market cap is a little off on here. All right, the market cap is a little off, but let's just see the multiple, right? So if that's like $9 billion, and the current existing market cap is $437 million, it is trading at a 21 times premium to what the underlying value is. Let me give you an example. Guys, let me give you like a really funny example, okay? I want to give you a very, very, very funny example. This example is, say for example, Say for example, I have a friend. And that friend starts a business. And have another friend. And that friend starts a business. And have another friend. And that friend starts a business. And they start companies, generate $1 of revenue. I'm able to invest, and I put, like, I don't know, $100 into the business, all right? It's like our value of their company is one price, but we have exposure into $100 million, right? And in order for me to like actually invest, I then go to the rest of the world and social media and like town halls, and I'm like, hey, I have access to these 3 companies, and I want to raise money for it. Do you guys want to invest? I start a little SPV, I let you guys invest, and I raise that 100, and then I give it to my friends, and then I value my stake in that business at $100. They crush it, they do incredibly well, and next thing you know it's worth $200, okay? It's worth $200. I then take my little SPV, I take it public to the stock market and I reveal the information publicly to the entire world and say, hey, I am one of the very few people that have access into my friend's 3 companies, and I think they're worth 200, right? Because they doubled their revenue. They grew. So my 100 theoretically is valued at 200 now. Okay? That's what I write it as. But for some reason, I get really popular because I have access. And what happens is, since it's a publicly traded SPV, the market is like, oh, let me just value Kenny's SPV at 2,000. That's valued at 2,000. Even though I'm telling you guys, my stuff is only worth 200, right? Like, there's a disconnect here. It's a huge disconnect. And it's leading to only, I think, a ridiculous outcome. Markets are incredibly dumb and irrational at times, but it is a genius eventually. And markets do eventually hit equilibrium at a certain point. So in the short term, Mr. Market is completely illiterate oftentimes in the short term. But over the long haul, markets tend to accurately reflect publicly available pieces of information. And what's publicly available, chat, is this right here. Seeing all these holdings and all this stuff here. This right here, this is publicly available. And it's like, you know, it's a weird play. It's a weird play. So do I think this should be going up 20% in a day, 10% after hours? Absolutely not. Do I think it's a quick window, a quick money grab for some people? Sure. Am I putting any money into this? Not with a 10-foot pole. Not with a 10-foot pole. Okay? And no disrespect to anybody that has invested or anybody that's looking to invest. I'm just saying, for me personally, Kenny Finance, I like to hold stocks for 50 years. And I don't want to sit here holding this bag for more than 5 days. Okay? So Mr. Tomcat, be diligent with this asset. If you are an existing investor, look at this every hour to check for a pullback, and you better play it smooth, bro. You better play it smooth. Because I'm telling you now, if every single company in their portfolio IPOs tomorrow and they get liquidation and they get distributions, the distributions don't even add up to what the business is currently trading at. Right? I'm just saying, play it safe. Play it safe. All right? And I'm the wise monk that is navigating you guys through this thing called investing in business. That's all I'm here to do. All right, Shredlords? That's all I'm here to do, Shredlords. I'm here to watch you guys make smart money moves. Even though Mr. Tomcat made a bag, everybody else, don't be fooled by this, okay? Don't be fooled by this. Make smart money freaking moves. Let's rock, all right? Dale, dale, dale. Let's freaking rock, boys. I just had to get that off my chest, man. I had to get that off my chest. Everybody talking about VCX this, VCX that, man. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy work. How the heck y'all got something that's trading at almost 20 plus times the NAV? That's crazy. And Garrett said it best. It's literally just like Chat Capital. It's literally just like Chat Capital being valued at $37,000 when we only own stocks that's worth freaking $1,700. Isn't that wild work? I don't want y'all out here messing around, dude. I don't want y'all out here messing around. Anyway, boys. Anyway, what else? What else is going on in the world that's crazy? When actually makes sense for a company to do an IPO? I don't know. Like, oftentimes the IPO is for liquidity purposes for the early investors. So oftentimes it's kind of like, how much is your board forcing you to do an IPO? You get me? Like, oftentimes your board is the one that's forcing you to get an IPO because they've been investors for like the last 20, 30 years. What are my thoughts on AI as a key driver for increasing individual sovereignty and earning power in emerging markets? What secondary effects do you think it'll have on non-AI industries in those markets? I think AI is going to drastically increase the access to supplemental income for adults that have skills in emerging markets, right? I think folks that are overseas that are skilled in a particular craft are going to be able to do more faster and more scalable. I think it's going to allow for them to accurately price their work in their craft. I think they're going to start to realize that like the true economic value of their output is worth more than what their US based or European based employees are paying them. I also think that it's also going to drive their upskilling potential for them to work on better, higher profile tasks or higher, like, higher skilled tasks. And I think it's also going to introduce a large influx of new emerging market talent that wasn't in the workforce before because of the upskilling potential that you can get from Claude and OpenAI, etc. Granted, it's like you have to learn how to use those things. You know what I'm saying? But I think for those that are ambitious in emerging markets, I think it will unlock a lot of good impacts for them. And what secondary effects do you think it'll have on non-AI industries in those markets? So like non-AI industries like dental, HVAC, all that stuff in emerging markets, I think it's going to unlock. I think it's going to have the exact same impact that it has here. Like the impact on a non-AI industry in the US is going to be the same impact out of a non-AI industry in Colombia, right? What it's going to do is it's going to unlock more capacity to handle non-admin tasks that are more revenue generating for those industries. So I think businesses overall should theoretically get more productive, assuming that the leaderships are open to adopting this type of technology. I think it's also going to reduce the need for like unnecessary hiring and things like that. I think you got to dive into the specific. You got to dive into like the specific sub market. I give you a thesis, but overall, I think that's what I'm thinking here. Noah, the short seller, is here. What's up, Noah? What you think about in one word, Noah, give us your thoughts on this. What are you doing with this? What are you doing with this, Noah? What's Noah, the short seller, doing? Thank you, Garrett. Garrett's always testing me with these incredible questions. His questions are either crazy in depth or super broad, but all have crazy depth in the heart. You know? Is it true that PE, the holding period of portfolio companies, are more time? Is it true that in PE, the holding period of portfolio companies are longer? Actually not. They're actually shorter. So if you compare it to venture capital, our holding periods are a lot shorter. Like PE, the average holding period is around like 5 to 7 years. In venture capital, the holding period is like usually like 10 plus years in venture. So the holding periods are a lot longer. You know what I mean? Because oftentimes a venture investor invests into a company at like Series A, Series B, but then they don't go public until like Series F or G. And that's a long ways away, boys. That's a long ways away. You know what I mean? So it's a whole different ballgame. It's a whole different ballgame. Unless they get bought out by a secondary. You know? Crypto Night Good. What up, Top Dog Shred Lord? Game over. Hey, you say game over for what? Fundrise? It might not be. It might not be. I don't know. Like, no one knows what 3Q31 valuations are going to be for these privately held businesses. Like, no one really knows. There could be something that they see that we don't see. Like, Anthropic could have 100x'd over the last 30 days. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I certainly know that it's like, at least from my perspective, a little pricey. From my perspective, it's a little pricey. And I don't like how much retail is in it. I just don't like how much retail is in it. Then the companies are worth the entire global equity market combined? Yeah, that's facts. All right, never mind. Jack talked me out of it. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. Software is in a Great Depression? Heck yeah, bro. Have you guys seen freaking Figma stock? Figma stock is getting wrecked. Figma stock is going to the freaking Trash can. All right, what else happened in the world though? Is there any other news besides AI and Iran? Like, this is the time to invest in the things that no one's paying no attention on. Secondaries doesn't sound as interesting for some reason. What kind of secondaries? Secondaries with LP stakes or secondaries of like direct stakes in companies? There's two secondaries. There's secondary directs and then secondary like LP liquidity. That's what Vern does. Vern does secondary LP liquidity. All right. All right, let's look at these businesses. Let's look at these businesses. Wait, where my tunes at, boys? Boys, where my tunes? Let's get some goop going. Oh, Sora. That's the video site, right? Wait, what happened with Sora? I'm waiting on that to come out. I'm waiting for Sora to be released and announced. What happened with it? Losses pile up for beef slaughterhouse owners. Disney shut it down. OpenAI shut down Sora. Hey, wait, what does Disney have to do with that? Jeez. KKR to make 15 times its investment with sale of data center cooling business. Let's see this. Who did they sell it to? Oh, they sold it to Ecolab. Interesting. They just bought this liquid IT business. Jeez. I have a friend on this team that sourced this deal. This is a big win for them. This is a big win for them. WKKR, this is a big win for them. Yes, sir. A 15x? Bro, that's elite, bro. And the employees had employee ownership. That's crazy. This is elite, bro. Let's freaking go. A 15. Bro, that's why I said KKR is the best at private equity, bro. KKR is the best at private equity, bro. They just, bro. Their strategy just works, dude. I ain't gonna say specific names, but they had a business in Japan that had an even better return, bro. It was one of the best returning private equity investments. Like, bro, it was crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if it's the best performing numerically. I will say though that they have the best recipe. Like, they have the best recipe for deploying capital. Like, they're so good. They're so good. This is exciting, bro. That's so cool. WKKR, man. I'm proud of those girls and boys there. Shit! And you love seeing your old teams win, bro. You love to see people win, bro. I know somebody personally here there that was like, that sourced this deal. It's a big win for her. God bless her, bro. That's epic, man. That's freaking epic, bro. All right, what else they got going on in the world? I would say KKR is better at their approach towards investing in private businesses and unlocking value in those companies. I think they're just like incredibly like excellent at that craft. They're excellent at that craft. You know? Yeah, Kryptonite, it sucks, bro. It sucks. KKR used to be my largest holding. I sold it and I rotated that into Google. And now Google's not doing as well. But it's okay. My other names are doing well. Oh, Days, what up, top dog? Good to see you, man. Hargo Ben, you jumped from Twitch to YouTube. Welcome back. I hope you're doing really well, man. Hope you're having a fantastic day, bro. I'm studying right now and wanted to learn LBO, deal structuring, sourcing, due diligence. I was browsing a few courses, but they're all so expensive. I wouldn't try to do a course. They're gonna rip you off. If you want to learn all that stuff, just like, I don't know what you want to learn. Right? Like, I'm here. What do you want to learn, bro? So don't, bro. Hargo Ben, don't learn a course. Wait, the answer to what? What answer? I was browsing a few courses. That's crazy though. No doubt, Kenny is the best course. I'm here to support, man. Let me know if you wanna source. Read a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and like be very scrappy and intentional on about how you find businesses. Like, think about where do businesses in this industry meet and exist, and go to those places, literally every freaking week. Jack, dude, Dale Carnegie changed my life, bro, from his book. That book is insane, boys. It gives you so much, just like Riz, personally and professionally. It's super important to read stuff like that, guys. And if you want to learn how to invest in diligence, read the book called The Warren Buffett Way and How to Win Friends and Influence People. And guys, if you have any other recommendations on books and stuff, put that in here as well. Wait, did I put the Discord link today? I don't know if I put the Discord link in for today. I'll put it in there. I've been kind of cautious on the Discord link, boys, because, you know, we've been getting more and more annoying characters every now and then. So I want to make sure our community is protected from the buttheads. But I feel like at this stage, everyone that's here on the stream as of now is good people. Good people. So if you're not in the Discord, get your butts in the Discord, man. And I'll actually write these book recommendations out in the Discord for you, Hargo Ben. I got you. Books from stream. No. Sebastian, oftentimes bankers are the worst, bro. Bankers are the worst. Those are the mid deals. The best deals are the ones where it's like you meet a company that doesn't even know that they should be for sale. You speak to an owner that didn't even know that they had a potential to sell the business at that type of valuation. That's the best. So if I were to rank sourcing channels, number 1, direct. Number 2, referrals from other companies in that space. Number 3, bankers. And then number 4, at least for the lower middle market, like listings. Discord doesn't make sense. Why does the Discord not make sense? I like my Discord. You don't like my Discord, Kryptonite? You don't have to join. What we do here in stream is this due diligence. It's like the lightest touch of due diligence. But if we wanted to due diligence, I would have to try to find a company that someone just gave me information on it that's not NDA privy, and we can do diligence together on that, and we can like spend some time doing it. I'm trying to line up some like in IRL streams on diligence, but it'll just take like diligence. You need to get access to like a company's data, information, financials, employees, and like understand if it's a good or bad business. Like that stuff, it takes time. When KKR bought Cool IT, they spent months doing diligence. I don't like bankers. I don't really like bankers, bro. Bankers, I don't trust them because they don't care if they don't care if you sell they don't care if they sell a good or a bad business. They just want to sell a business, so they'll position it anyhow, anyway. They're not paid on if they sell a good business or a bad business. They're paid if they sell a business, you know. So don't put too much trust or faith in bankers. KKR did a lot more direct outreach. Like my team at KKR, they trained me to find companies that aren't listed, that aren't with bankers, that are like diamonds in the rough. I love KKR's sourcing model. No, the best sourcing is CPAs because accountants know. I agree. That is a really solid one for the lower middle market. That's exactly. Kryptonite, you out here giving good goop here, man. Kryptonite, you're giving like OG stuff here. Kryptonite knows ball. All right, it's confirmed. You actually know ball. All right, but Hargo Ben, let me give you some book recommendations. How to Win Friends and Influence People. The Warren Buffett Way. The Most Important Thing by Howard Marks. The Intelligent Investor. Little stuff like that. Little stuff like that. You know? I'm surprised. Kryptonite low-key knows ball. I didn't want to give away all my secrets, but that's one of them. Accounting firms. And if you just think around that same method, there's other folks and advisors around a business owner that knows a lot about a business owner's financial position that will know if they want to sell or not. So wink, wink. There's other ones too. But Kryptonite will explain. I won't. Because guys, you know what's funny? On LinkedIn, I don't know if you guys follow me on LinkedIn, but that's where like the hardcore finance crowd is. And they're always trying to extract value out of me. So I've been making these posts on LinkedIn. Some of them go viral, some of them go crazy. They love it. And they're like, oh my gosh, I never heard of this stuff. Boys, what I put on LinkedIn is like 0.01% of the game. I just dropped like little teasers on there. No disrespect. It's kind of just like, these are people that like, these are people that just like, look at LinkedIn all damn day, do nothing, want to extract value, don't even like subscribe on YouTube or join the streams. They just want to like read what you have to say, comment about it, and get on with their day, you know? So I'm like, fine. If it's, I use LinkedIn just for the brand deals. So like a lot of my goop, a lot of my like knowledge and stuff, I give it away to you guys because you guys are like the ones that take the time to actually hang out with me and learn about this stuff. So if you're ever on my LinkedIn, don't expect me to give you guys some crazy elite ball, you know? No. That's for the live streams. It's protected for the boys. It's protected for the boys, you know? Anyway, but Hargo Ben, one of these days, I'm going to find a business owner that is like chill enough to let us do diligence. And I think we can do like live diligence together on stream. Like I think we could do like a full week of just like diligence on one company and arrive at like a conclusion if we should buy it or not. Granted, when we're like huge and we got crazy amounts of cash, we can do something like that. But one day I think we can do that, you know? And Hargo Ben, I appreciate your time. You appreciate my guidance and knowledge. I appreciate your time. So from the bottom of my heart, guys, I'm dead serious. I appreciate all your guys' like time hanging out with me and this stuff. Like I'm in the most critical building season of my life and I get to do it with you guys, you know? So like these streams every night is like my outlet to like get out of the trenches of what I'm building for the holdco and investing, to just like connect and hang out with you guys and answer questions, shoot the shit, talk about stuff, you know, pick on people, just have some fun, send some folks to the gulag. You know, it's just a bunch of fun. Share my game and networking. I got you, bro. Whenever you want, just ask me questions and I got you on how to network, bro. I got you. And thank you, man. They're impressive places. I was very honored to work at those places, bro. And like I said, like I love the teams there. I love the experience there. And it just was a bunch of freaking fun, boys. It was a bunch of freaking fun. But this stream had its ups. This stream had its downs. We lost one soldier because he disrespected Warren Buffett, but we gained many others. All right? That just shows. Chat, I don't mess around with that, man. I don't mess around, man. I never want to have to do that, ban someone or do all that, but we're all grown-ups here, ideally. And we operate with respect and integrity. And I'm dead serious. I've designed a lot of my life off of the work of Warren Buffett, man. So that's how we're rocking and rolling. If you find a water, wastewater civil engineer, how should I have them contact you? Email or something, or DM or something. Whichever is fine, or LinkedIn, whichever is fine. Any of those. But boys, we're cooking this week. I feel it. We're cooking. I feel like everybody's like up to something. I feel like everybody's up to something. Richard, I think, had his interviews this week or made the hire this week. Edwin, he's not in the streams, but he's been working on something huge. If you guys remember, last weekend, or I think on Monday, Edwin was like, this is a big week for him, you know? This is a big week for him. So like, everybody pray for Edwin and whatever he's doing. I think it's a deal. I think it's a deal or something. So stay locked in with that. And I just love to see our boys winning. Richard got his thing going on Friday. O'Neal has his recruiting going right now, and he's about to crush it this week and next week, bro. O'Neal, something big's about to come, bro. Something big is about to come, bro. I freaking feel it, dude. We're all crushing it, dude. And I finished the website for my port call today. That was great. Guys, I've been staying up till 3 a.m. every night working on that website. It's because I'm slow at AI, but it's finally done, you know? And we're about to get the job posting going. We're about to hire people. Everybody's cooking. And that's what we're here to do, boys. That's what we're here to do, you know? A-Dub studying and hustling, making moves. We're blessed. We're blessed to be on this pursuit. So be very grateful, guys. And it's, I know we're not a huge family and community, but we're a close-knit group of savages that are just trying to build an immaculate life for our last names. Like, we're not doing this for selfish gain. You guys wouldn't be here if that was the case. We're doing this for the long, enduring, generational impact of the work that our hustle is going to produce. You know? So keep that up, dudes. Keep that up. No one's going to tell you this, but I'll tell you this. It's going to be a long, lonely, tough road, but it will be incredibly worth it. You won't notice any progress at all until. You won't notice any progress at all until that one point where exponential blessings just take off, bro. So keep going. Keep freaking going, boys. And like I say always, you can only do that. You can only do that if you take care of yourself. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially. Then after that, keep running, keep going hard. Take care of your camp, take care of your fam, take care of your friends. Peace and love, chat. I love all you guys. Let's keep cooking. Let's go hard. And I will catch you shred lords right back here, literally tomorrow. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Thanks for rocking with us, dogs. Bye-bye. If you guys have noticed, I've been timing these things absolutely perfectly. W timing, W stream, let's go. I'll be damned if we don't make $1 billion on stream. Let's go, chat. All right, bye, guys.
Let's be real about it. I mean, I don't really care about how you feel about it. I mean, I don't even really have a real hobby. It's not a real problem, and I still got it. I need $1 billion. Yeah, I've been in the lab, so I'm not one you see around. Thinking about my goals, so I'm not fun to be around. Now I want the whole field. Ain't no bush to beat around. I take it to the sky, so I don't ever see the ground. Ball call.